welcome everybody to another episode of Hanging with the Hooligans. If you've been with us this long, I'm sorry, but guess what? We're here again. My name is James, bringing you in, and we can either start this off with some classic train news, or we can go with wrestling. It's up to you, the listener, to decide, except you don't get to. This is a podcast, and Chuck's over there coughing, so, you know.
We have one question for you.
Are you ready?
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Oh, God. So, wait, are we doing SpongeBob or WWE? I'm kind
Or
of confused
trains.
now.
We got multiple options today.
Or trains.
What do we got for trains?
So
Yeah,
it's
that's
it's
actually a
pretty
really good
cool
question.
Thing. So you guys remember how Elon Musk used to not be a total piece of shit and
Alan?
wanted to do
Elon Musk.
He doesn't even get a full name anymore. We're not using his right pronouns or anything because
Elon Musk.
That. So shit heel
Husky
weasel
musky.
guy. Remember that whole
Hey,
Hyperloop
careful
thing?
how you talk about the president.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, don't you know the
White House
president's
anymore?
Don't you know the president's going to be leaving in a week, supposedly?
Well, no, man, he's bringing over more of his people across the border. Didn't you guys see that?
Oh, yeah.
He's bringing South Africans?
Yeah, a whole bunch of them.
Oh.
Yeah,
The white ones.
the white ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do they
really
really like
white
high
ones.
fives?
Yes,
Yep,
those really
this
right ones.
Big fan of high fives, and they're all going to like Georgia and Alabama where the people are real friendly.
Jeez
Yeah.
Louise. Are you... Wait, really?
I'm not even
No!
joking on that one.
Oh, my
It's-
God.
It's interesting. Which is kind of crazy because way up here we actually do get a lot of guys from South Africa that come to help out with harvesting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's literally temporary workers. And, you know, it's all fine up here to get the temporary visas because, you know, they're the white kind of people, but what do you do?
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, these are permanent immigrants. But no, back to trains here. So remember back when that little shit weasel was supposed to be doing cool things like the big Hyperloop that was going to revolutionize like
It was supposed to
transportation
compete
shit?
with China.
Yeah, and then it just turned out to be an underground thing to put a bunch of Teslas in and was
Yep.
stupid as shit.
Yep.
Well, you know how like China's actually working on their
Yeah,
public
you know how
transportation?
China actually had been doing stuff for the last 10
Yeah.
years?
So they're doing a Hyperloop on a maglev
Don't know how to
train.
do it.
Yeah. They're actually succeeding like crazy. This article actually came out fucking last week, and I
You
keep
could
up
ride
with
it.
trains.
Like, it's been
well,
done.
it's maglev, and they've improved upon it a shit ton. These things are going as fast as Boeing jets now, minus the crashing
Jesus Christ.
into the ground.
Damn.
So, yeah, they have a fucking maglev Hyperloop that's going. It's right now achieving 387 miles an hour on its way to 621 miles an hour. So that's cruising speed of a Boeing 737. It's doing Beijing to Shanghai, which I don't know exactly how long it is, but it's pretty fucking far because China's pretty big.
Yeah.
So that's fucking sweet. So it's a 6-hour journey right now on their normal trains, and it's going to get down to 90 minutes. So
Jeez, that's a quarter of the time.
that's
Holy cow.
fucking insane.
They also created some crazy new reactor that's like...
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
fucking. They get an actual. I believe they made an actual salt thorium reactor. So
Yeah.
Can you
incredibly
imagine
safe.
what happens to like animals that like don't see that shit coming and they just like explode?
Well,
Like-
they
I think they die when they go on the tracks.
yeah
Oh,
with maglev,
okay.
but this is a hyperloop, so I'm fairly certain it's a completely contained system.
Okay.
Like, is
It's-
this kind of like underground trains?
Yeah,
or is-
it's like tunneled up and everything
Hot
because you would not
damn.
want anything to fucking get on that track and disrupt that maglev.
Yeah,
on there.
no.
Oh god.
Besides the fact that whatever got hit by that train would no longer exist in any type of form.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to have to be able to fucking clean those tracks or anything with the
got
amount of
set back
electricity.
in time.
Yeah. Fucking dinosaur train was actually a maglev train that fucking hit some animals and
We found the fossil of a shattered 65 million year old deer.
so I mean that's fucking cool, and here we are fighting over trying to keep Amtrak going. And China's fucking beating us again.
And then our airplanes are
Not-
falling out of the skies
not
now
only
too.
that-
Like-
That's everyone's airplanes right now. If you're buying Boeing,
that's
and
also-
Where do you
Airbus-
keep saying? Do you say? Are you saying China or China?
Oh, I'm sorry, the Chiners.
China.
Chiners.
Yeah. I mean, they also folded us in the tariff war. I mean, we lost.
Oh, dude.
yeah, no.
Oh, God.
Trump has never looked more weak, but of course his fans don't see it.
And now that those fucking tariffs are hitting us, and these fucking Aldi's I know is marking the tariff price. Amazon was and bitched out on it, but
Yep.
Walmart came out and said that, oh yeah, no, this is what you're paying in tariffs, and they're not backing down on that.
Yep.
People are folding left and right on that, and Trump is looking like a little bitch boy.
Because he is.
I mean, yeah, he already is. We know that, but my kids are fucking slamming on Trump really bad right now, and it's kind of funny.
Really?
I try not to talk too much politics around them, but I'm constantly around politics. It's my
Yeah.
life. And I mean, NPR and everything's going, and Tevin got a little magic 8-ball at a rummage sale here yesterday, and he's shaking it up. He's asking, is there going to be a zombie apocalypse that starts at Trump's White House? And he's like, what? What the fuck? And he's shaking this thing up, and it goes, yes. He's like, it's like, okay.
It's like that
Huh.
card game, man. He's still making those
Dude,
comments.
he's still they're vicious little shits. I mean,
Yeah.
probably not going to be good for me, but he's going to middle school now. He just graduated 5th grade, and I'm probably going to get some office
Doesn't
calls.
that mean he's going to be going to school with a bunch of high schoolers now?
No, we managed to pass that
Yeah.
thing in town, so the middle school's not getting shut down.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, but still, middle schoolers are the fucking worst, so...
Yeah.
But he's in wrestling,
they
so
they
at
need
least
their
he's
own jail
okay.
cell to be put in.
Dude, yeah, I'm not looking forward to the next couple years, especially when Tavea goes to middle school because she's already a bitch.
Oh no!
Seeing middle
What?
schoolers, dude, Tavea is vicious.
Yes.
She's
always
a
been-
straight fucking gangster, and it's bad.
Since the day I met this kid, she's put out some serious gangster vibes.
All right.
She is straight mean girl.
It's just attitude.
I
Yep.
be about it.
She'd be about it.
So a switchblade for the next birthday present, right?
Oh man. Well,
Padded room, maybe.
So I took them out shooting for the first time, and yeah, she is fucking good. It's like straight out of the box, and she's popping cans at 50 feet away, and it's like, oh fuck. Okay. And she asked to shoot my gun. You know, my carry gun is a 9mm. We're just shooting 22s, and she just starts fucking popping off with it, like not a care in the world. It's like, okay.
Spit.
Not
hot
concerning
shit.
at all.
Okay.
What are you thinking about when you're shooting, Tavea?
Right? Like, fuck.
Bitch asses.
Fuck.
Zombie apocalypse.
I'm sorry, Dad. I cannot stay for legal purposes.
Yeah.
I'm preparing for the apocalypse because of Trump's White House.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to leave out the second part of that.
Yeah, see, like I was concerned in 2020 of a zombie apocalypse because of this noof going around, but then now here we are again with another. Just not even what
You'll have
100
to-
days I think have
You'll
just
have to
gone
edit
by.
him out
Ugh.
calling it by the way.
Huh?
And me calling it. I said you're going to edit that out.
I said?
No, he did.
Oh, my bad.
Oh yeah, you can't say that now.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, we'll get.
'cause it's
I
not-
didn't even say the COVID thing.
Yeah. Well, no, that's because you're discrediting it. You remember how all those morons were like, it's just the...
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, true. Well, I mean, the
Now
president
we're gonna
said
cut
that
out
at the
this whole
time.
thing.
Okay, like,
Let's do some creative bleeping. Just do
Anyways.
some bleeping.
yeah. Oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Should I also add some more bleeping right here?
Okay, we'll just.
Doug-
I'll give you one to put in there. Just
For the next few things you say, I'm just gonna beep.
That picked up. Because that felt good.
But it's been fucking crazy with shit, man. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Beep.
And here's
Doesn't that thing have a dump button on it?
I
That
don't
was
know.
the other one.
That was the other one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But the
that
other one
is-
didn't work well, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want the beat button or do you want it to work?
I prefer it to work.
Like, we still need to go fucking take a train ride. We'll have to fucking do that
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that'd be
I'm
a shit
in.
ton of fun,
before it all gets defunded.
Yeah.
right? Watch, they're gonna start like pulling the fucking railroad tracks out because they sold it to an investment company. You know, like they're gonna
so
piecemeal this shit like no other.
they have taken a bunch of old railroad tracks out. Like, you guys don't ever fucking go up by Donaldson or anything, but there's a whole pile of the railroad spikes there. It's like, Fuck, I should have grabbed a bunch of those. Should have just grabbed a whole bunch of those. Next time I see him take them out, I'm going to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, once
That you're gonna have to censor out too.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, once Trump signs the white gold concordate with the Thalmor, it's all over, dude. Like, we're gonna have to stop worshiping Talos and only have 8 divines. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Is this an Elder Scrolls thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And those fucking Stormcloaks in the north, they're like, oh, Skyrim belongs to the Nords. Like, all right, dude, like, I get
And
it. You guys
fucking
want to
own
be
it instead of having all the fucking Imperials there.
Yeah, it's like, I get it. You guys deserve the right to have a independent state, but like, hey, the racism to the Dunmers.
Well,
Like,
So
yeah.
now, since so
What
many people
racism?
now are fucking playing Oblivion again, can we finally admit that the Stormcloaks were wrong and they would have fucked up Skyrim if they would have actually gotten in charge? Now that people are going through and playing Oblivion again and seeing all the good that the Imperials are doing and keeping shit together, Skyrim would fall the fuck apart if it wasn't for them.
See, I don't
think
know
it's gonna fall
enough
apart
about
either
that
way.
lore.
I think that's part of what the next game is going to be about. Is like, hey, yeah, these guys can't do it. But then again, I always play Imperials. Even though in Skyrim I do choose Stormcloaks, but that's not because I agree with them. That's because I want to actively destabilize the region of Skyrim. For
Well,
my
I
own
mean, that's the way to do
So
it.
never vote for Chuck.
Yep.
No, I mean, if you say, like, hey, you don't like the way that the active system's going, you definitely vote for someone like me. I mean, technically, in a way, you vote for someone like Trump, too, but that's a different story.
That's the wrong kind of destabilization there.
Imperial, not empire.
like the funny thing is everybody that were in fear that the left would do, like, crash the markets and, like, cause, like, us to lose our allies around the world.
Or get our credit rating degraded again, which happened on
Did
Friday.
that happen?
On Friday, so
Oh shit!
Monday
Woo!
markets are going to be fun. Woo!
Oh man, I'm so excited, guys. You ready to be a third world country and not know it?
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah. The nice thing is that most of us are just poor enough that it doesn't matter, but we're just tuned in enough to realize that it fucking sucks.
Yeah. No, it's gonna really suck.
Well, actually, let me double check. You guys could go ahead and keep talking while I report on how I, a simple layman, did with the Trump's original crashing of the markets.
Did you short everything?
All right, thanks, Jamie. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, it's been fucking a nightmare to keep up with everything because
Okay,
now we
well,
got the
today I
dips and
lost
buys and the dips and the buys.
Damn.
And
But,
everyone's fucking coming back and forth on this shit. And
That was
We got
when
the credit
when
dip
Trump was
now.
fucking everything up right there. You see that crash down there?
Yeah.
he's
Trump
buying
was
this shit.
fucking everything up. Then I invested what I had left in gold, and then when he paused the tariffs, everything jumped over where it was before. So there we go.
Oh.
I came up. Me, a simple layman, came up because of Trump's mistakes, but
It's the way to do it, man.
that's because I had a financier guy for years, and every time things were going wrong, he'd always fucking buy gold. And I was like, all right, so I have to manage this myself now. I'm gonna buy some gold.
Buy some gold. All those crazy ass motherfuckers can't be too wrong. Just, you actually have to have the gold.
All those guys right now. I fucking told you.
Yeah, and those are the other guys who have like fucking little pieces,
Yeah.
It's crazy how much like an actual gold bar is worth right now.
So are you telling me I basically missed a 2008 crash again?
No, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse.
Be ready. Just be ready.
No, it's like we kind of experienced it, then things went back to normal because Trump paused the tariffs. But if if his dumb ass doesn't quietly just go like, oh, I'm not gonna do it, like we're gonna get fucked again.
But right now the tariffs are all in effect. And they're going on right now, so everything coming in is getting tariffed like a motherfucker from China. It's getting hit pretty decent.
the latest report was that they rolled it back down
to like I think 85% instead of 165,
Yeah, no, I think it's like 34 or something like that.
which is still fucking.
I've
massive
definitely
increase.
noticed an increase of orders at work.
Really? Oh, like people
Yeah.
basically trying to stock up while it's still low.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
we're gonna.
Trump's been kind of neuter at the moment, so they're like, all right, we're going to buy up everything right now. At least
Yeah.
it seems like it.
So there's a minimum of 30% on some goods. But yeah, that doesn't fucking help very much. Because that's still a 30% cost increase on everything. Plus all the markups by fucking the companies that are going to be bringing it over.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
gonna
no.
raise up everything.
And then what's going to suck is that like our prices are still going to go up because the companies are still going to see profits.
Oh yeah, they're not going to lose out on
Yeah,
money.
they ain't
I
going
don't
to
know
lose
what you
out
guys
on
are talking
shit.
about. We're going to be the richest country in the world.
The only way for them to lose out
Oh,
on
yeah,
shit
they
is
are.
for us to literally not buy shit.
Oh yeah. I've stopped buying a lot of shit.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same.
That ain't saving me any money because, you know, I got a wife and kids and they keep fucking buying shit. But I ain't buying stuff.
For
My wife
For-
lost her fucking job and she's still out buying shit.
Oof.
Fucking people. Damn it.
Stop buying shit.
Stop buying shit.
In this economy, you're buying shit?
I'm just buying fish.
Man,
Fish
I
are
will.
cool, though.
They tear the fuck out of those fishes.
Actually, they
Some
seem
of
like
them,
they're
yeah.
cheaper.
Maybe.
American-made fishes are cheaper.
I think mine was from like India, the last one, something weird like that.
It's weird.
No,
Well, it's a beta fish, so yeah. I mean, I think
Yeah.
those are.
hey, what
You
the
got a
fuck,
little
bro?
bitch. You ain't getting no alpha fish? What are
you
you, some
tryna-
kind of little bitch?
What are you saying?
Hey,
Because
man.
Indian people call each other beta? You think-
What did I miss?
Chuck's just throwing down some racism right there.
Oh,
no,
gotcha.
Doug is. He's like beta fish.
Oh, that's
He's
right.
like,
Doug
yeah.
does have the clan, so.
Jeez Louise.
Oh.
Yep, the Big C clan. It's better than the Big K.
You know, by now everybody
He's in
is
the
going to
cool
think.
clan club.
Everybody's going to think that I am in that clan. They're going to be like, oh, because I think we're like, what, 4 episodes deep from actually having that conversation.
We keep saying though, C, not K. There is a difference. You're part of a clan, not a clan.
Yeah. Then again, the people that wear the hoods are the Spaniards. So yeah, there's a whole thing because like what I can only describe as like traditional like or neo-Christian fascism is like coming in hot. Like you remember how they used to really like the Templars, like
Yep.
maybe like 5-10
Yep.
years ago.
Yeah.
So now like they're kind of going back to that, but it's like Romans, and then they also liked like the Spanish aesthetic of when they would wear the hoods.
Going the Inquisition route.
Well, it's the colonial era, but yeah, it's the same hoods that like the KKK took inspiration from, and of course everyone's pointing at that, going like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" Because it's like actual celebrations in Spain that wear hoods, but not like they'd be colored like reds and blues and stuff like that, rather than just all white. And everyone's like, "Hey, yo, what's happening in Spain right now?" People got to be like, "No, it's not it."
This is our thing. They took our shit.
Yeah.
Hot damn, the clan's in Spain now. What the fuck?
And then these morons who just see like the shapes and colors of it all and go, "Oh no, actually, yeah, because we fucking hate Muslims, so we're gonna try to
Shit.
make that the same thing as if like fucking Islam isn't what made Spain in the first place."
And then they had to go like, no, that's a completely different thing on why we're hating these people. Don't get it mixed up with our hoods.
Yeah, no, the hoods was just the long tradition, and just I don't know, man. Seeing all the different flavors of fascism on Instagram is real neat, and seeing how like all these different morons like absorb it in different ways, like from people like that are like pro IDF to like people that are fucking just are classic Nazis, and it's like You guys are fighting each other right now. What? You guys want the same thing. You guys both like genocide. Like,
Don't tell them. They might unite.
well, that's the funny.
I
thing
mean,
is,
they just
they
might.
do unite when they're like, oh yeah, we want to kill Muslims, and they're like, yeah, you know.
Yep.
Fair.
That's why, like, when you know everything you do about like history and like the world and stuff, that's why it's kind of hard to be like, yeah, no, like these terrorists are wrong, because it's like, yeah, they're wrong for what they're doing, like murder and stuff. But when it's like they're also coming at a point from like trying to defend like themselves or like their
And it kind of gets into the
yeah, it gets hard. It gets hard to like, you know, especially like when you think about, for example, like the state of Palestine is run by Hamas, which is a designated terrorist like group by the U.S. But it's like, dude, that's who runs the whole country.
But don't you know the difference between being a terrorist versus not being a terrorist is blowing up a bus, whether you are wearing a vest versus using a Patriot missile. Okay,
Yeah.
There's a big fucking difference. All right.
I thought I was gonna say if you're a part of the UN or not.
I mean, kind of same difference at this point.
Hamas does a bunch of really, really bad shit, and I'll never say they don't, but like,
Yeah.
I kind of get it. Like, what else are they going to fucking do at this point?
Yeah. No, and it's ridiculous. How people don't see, like, yeah, you guys are leaving these people no choice at this point. And also, Palestine is like, the majority of Palestine's children too. So it's like you're children killers and you're turning them into terrorists. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, fuck, dude. There's not exactly much of Palestine left at this point.
Nope.
Between Trump and Israel saying like, yeah, we're just gonna take it.
We're just gonna bulldoze it over, and we're gonna make a great state there. We're gonna make the Gaza Trump Tower.
That
it's
was
gonna
fucking
be great.
insane.
God.
The AI fucking video that
Dude,
they released.
and like that was wasn't that
I
like
think that
actually
was only
hosted by
partially
the White
fake,
House official like Twitter or some bullshit like that? Like,
It's hard to discern what's fake and what's not coming out of the White House because all the ridiculous shit that has come out of the White House.
at this point in time, the only way to really tell is if you go to the whitehouse.org, because if you go to the whitehouse.org and go to like their media section, there it is.
Yeah, well, I mean,
There it is. There's what they have.
Yeah, they do have a Twitter though, and that's the problem. It's that
Oh, God,
a lot
dude.
of shit comes out of that.
Holy shit, dude.
Like before Trump won, remember when his
See, like right now, NPR just 3 days ago had thing Trump trouts out a freedom zone plan for Gaza, and I don't even know what the fuck that's going to be about. But the fact that he's going to call it a freedom zone don't mean nothing good.
freedom of life, maybe. Like, what? No, they don't even have like any fucking resources. You know, it's ridiculous.
So, like, the picture on here is Trump with American flag in the background and a Predator drone doing his little fucking shimmy dancing on his Freedom Zone plan talks
All right.
in Qatar. So, like, you know.
That's from like the official like.
This
house.
is from NPR's when he's doing his fucking Middle East campaign.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's
Nice.
over there doing all sorts of that shit right
Yeah,
now.
so
That's
you know,
why a lot of people are really hoping that. Alex, were you gonna say something?
I just don't understand how anyone can still be following this guy. Like, after this long, you're not like...
dude, people are fucking
People don't pay
stupid.
attention. They're watching shapes and colors of like stuff in their own lives. They're not focusing what's going on. Then they'll listen to like whatever lies Fox News got to say about something, and then that's what they listen
Right,
to.
but I'm a pretty apolitical person. I don't fucking get into this stuff. But at the same time, it's like, I do see it. It comes across, and, you know, I will read it from time to time, and it's like, fuck. If I'm the casual guy and I see it and then I read it, and I'm seeing this, how are you guys not fucking seeing it casually yourselves and being like, what the fuck?
Because it's not just being willfully ignorant, it is they are willfully going out of their way to refuse to believe it.
Mm-hmm.
That is why you see so many people say fake news on the simplest shit so much as like, yeah, we had to kill all these chickens because of bird sneezy disease.
I'm not taking that out, man.
You too.
I'm sorry, but a flu is a flu.
Yeah.
No,
Bird snooze
no,
is
that was
talking
the,
to you.
yeah. The difference
Yeah.
between that is he was talking about the flu.
Right, I was
Yeah.
just letting you
I was-
know.
I- If we need to edit some shit, fucking, you never know with
Yeah.
these algorithms, but
Yeah.
like they'll see an article saying that a farm had to kill 100,000 chickens because they tested positive, and it'll say, "This is a lie. This never happened." It's like, motherfucker, this is not an opinion piece. This is what happens. You are going out of your way to be a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
And they apply that to everything in their life when they see something they don't want to believe.
Yeah.
It's
Just like when they
goes
clearly
well
see a
above and
dragon
beyond.
and they're like, no, that wasn't a dragon. Go
Yep.
back inside.
Yep.
Yeah, well, to go back onto that, you shoot a guard when you're in a stealth archer, and then his buddy's like, "What the fuck was that?" And then 2 minutes later, he's like, "I guess it must have been the wind."
Yeah, they sit with arrows
It's just-
sticking out of
yeah.
their back. Must have been the wind.
That is literally how these people live their lives. And his
Yeah.
buddy's sitting there with an arrow through his colon.
Holy shit! These are the same people that go around going, "NPCs are everywhere, man." And I'm like, so wait, they're admitting something.
Bro, you're the NPC.
That
You're
is
the
literally
NPC.
it. That is
Ah!
literally
Most of the
it.
people that like talk about other people being NPCs, I was like, dude, normal people look at you and think you're the freak.
Yeah.
Dude, why is this guy so fucking weird, dude? Has he got a side quest for me to go on? Like,
There's been no other group that has been this outspoken to being so dumb and ignorant and wearing it with pride that they're fucking putting Trump truck nuts on their fucking used truck.
dude, it's like we've talked about so many things about these weird, like, weirdos, but like the way they have to like edit, like they have to deny reality so much that they have to like edit Trump's like visage into being like
Yes.
like a buff physique, and
Yep.
he's like so strong and stuff like that. It's like, dude, what's
Just
wrong
be
with you?
gay.
Yeah.
Just be gay.
Trump is never going to
Just be gay.
I can't
It's
till,
okay.
I can't wait till our next like candidate that we have that I could actually like somewhat agree with for like Democrats. I don't even know if I'm going to agree with if I necessarily need to agree with it. But say you get like AOC or something, I'm making her Wonder Woman.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
just to piss everyone off.
Yep.
Because it's like this is what you guys do. This is the weird shit you guys do.
Yep. Yep. Oh, I'm going to buy that shit, and I'm going to stick it everywhere, and I'm going to be one of those obnoxious like Trump people, except for AOC.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to go around with American flags that say AOC 2034.
Yeah.
Dude, it's the hardest thing for them to admit is Trump is never going to fall in love with them, and they cry themselves to sleep at night while fucking masturbating to it. Because
Just
they
be
can't-
gay.
Yeah, just admit to yourself.
Just be gay. It's okay.
It's so sad.
Stop fighting yourself. Just be gay. If you're gonna dick ride this motherfucker, spit on it, man.
Right?
At the least. At the least. And, although I will say what I'm liking to see is like a bunch of these what their town halls and stuff where they do have angry conservatives there going like, the fuck are you guys doing? Like, where's our savings?
Yeah.
Where like
Oh,
As they say, the leopards ate my face kind of situation where it's like, oh, now that it affects me, now I'm mad about it.
right. Oh, just watching them try to defend the dumbass. Did you guys see that he invented a new word? Do you guys see that he invented a new word?
oh
Yeah.
Oh!
yeah.
Word did
No,
he
he
create?
claimed that he invented it. So, basically, this is, quote, word for word now, okay? All right. Basically, what we're doing is equalizing. There's a new word that I came up with, which
Holy
is probably the
shit.
best word. We're going to equalize, where we're all going to pay the same. We're going to pay what Europe's going to pay. So that's it. He invented the word equalize.
Trump thinks that he invented the word.
So what I've heard was that he's a fucking communist.
What I hear is he's a champion for equality. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, what
I hear he's a
DEI
communist.
mastermind. Now, mind you, that word has been around since 1499.
Dude.
I googled it last night,
Like,
but he invented it. He
are,
invented it.
are we?
Also, he just like, why does he say things like he'll? Just
You
say-
could have just stopped right there.
Yeah, well, that exactly. He literally says things, and it's like that has nothing to do with what you're about to do. Like
No.
you're just saying shit, and he's like, Oh yeah, but actually he's raising prices.
I loved watching his speeches over in Saudi Arabia when he was like pointing at the prince and going, "Greatest prince right over there." He like oh my god, dude, what are you doing?
That's the art of the deal, Doug.
It was terrible.
That's the art
like
of the
it was
deal.
a bad stand-up bit, dude. Holy fucking shit. We're going to make a great country, but not as great as Saudi Arabia, not as great as Qatar. Like, holy cow, man. I don't think I've ever seen a president suck dick this fucking hard.
We're gonna have death camps, not as good as the Saudi.
Not as
Arabia
good
death
as the
camps.
Saudis, though.
Not as good as where they keep all the construction workers that
Oh!
have built up this country.
My God.
Like, literally, like, the one fucking country that you, like, when people are being Islamophobic, it's only fucking valid for Saudi Arabia, basically.
Right?
And
Are you guys ready for the 2026 Olympics? Where Trump is basically going to take all the fucking prisoners and use them as slave labor to build the new stadiums.
Oh, I thought you were
and
going
the
to say
new
compete.
pool. He's gonna revitalize San Francisco. He's gonna tear down the terrible infrastructure there, and I'm gonna build the greatest Olympic park in the world.
It's gonna
be
huge.
built on Mexico and Canada's dime.
You were far too coherent for that to be Trump.
it was Dr. Evil.
that was Dr.
Dr.
Evil.
I'm losing my touch.
Well, holy shit, though. Doesn't that make sense, though, with him saying that he amended the word equalize, and then Dr. Evil's speech about his dad, who said he made outrageous claims such as inventing the question mark?
Yeah.
Holy shit. No. What?
Yeah, you don't fucking remember that? I suppose that
Well,
movie's goddamn 20 years
He also
old
thinks
at
he
this point.
made up he thinks he makes up the word, like, laser. Except he doesn't have the wherewithal to actually say that out loud in the movie. He just does the quotes like it's not already a word.
Laser.
God, by the
This
time 2026 comes around, he's going to be so fucking senile. They're going to have him up on stage going,
Just because he's not stammering, they don't.
"Where am I? How long have I been here? Who are you people?" It's going to be the greatest speech in the world by any president ever made. And we're going to all be here witness to it. Be prepared for the great unveiling of the man behind the curtain. That is demented Donald Trump.
And he's gonna smell even more like shit, apparently.
He's gonna start deporting people by sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their heads.
Fucking A, dude.
Hold up.
Very well. Where do I begin? My father was a relentlessly self-improving boulangerie owner from Belgium with low-grade narcolepsy and a penchant for buggery. My mother was a 15-year-old French prostitute named Chloe with webbed feet. My father would womanize, he would drink, he would make outrageous claims like he invented the question mark. Sometimes he would accuse chestnuts of being lazy, the sort of general malaise that only the genius possess and the insane lament. My childhood was typical. Summers in Rangoon, luge lessons. In the spring, we'd make meat helmets. When I was insolent, I was placed in a burlap bag and beaten with reeds. Pretty standard, really. At the age of 12, I received my first scribe. At the age of 14, as a roastery named Vilma, ritualistic.
God, that's the worst part, man, is that we literally have a Dr. Evil character in the White House and nobody's saying a goddamn word about it for some reason.
We have two, technically.
Or I guess enough people are.
And to make things worse, we have a third Dr. Evil on the planet, but like, because like Jeff Bezos is literally Dr. Evil.
Oh God, dude!
Like he has the cock-shaped rocket and everything.
So
Yep.
Jeff Bezos is Dr. Evil, but like
So
effective.
is JD Vance Scott evil?
All he wants is his daddy's love.
I don't know.
Trump.
But he has mini me.
Actually, Scott. I mean, what's his name? The oldest Trump. That's like a fucking loser.
Oh, fucking Eric.
Yeah, he's Scott. Yeah, he wants daddy's.
Trump, Zuckerberg,
he's out there doing
Bezos, Elon, go nepotism.
Yeah, he's out there selling like slop buckets on a podcast or some shit. You know, like that's Eric Trump right there. Fucking dweeb.
Giving his dad the sloppy toppy.
Jeez
No, that's his
Louise.
daughter. He makes his daughter do that. Did you? Oh my god! Did you guys ever see the episode of? Fuck, I might have been Celebrity Cribs or something.
No, but
where she's showing her childhood bedroom and it goes to the bed and she just fucking dead eyes and moves on.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna have to find that.
Yeah. What?
dude.
Woo.
Okay, I'm gonna find that shit. You guys talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
Actually, real quick, do you think we might be able to take a break? Because I've got to take a whiz.
Yeah, we'll be
Yeah.
right back after these messages.
So none
Yeah,
of you guys
that
saw
was
that.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking insane.
Yeah, that was trauma.
Like
So,
her, oh god, her voice dropping from.
I don't know if anyone wants to go see someone be extremely traumatized by staring at a bed, but is also a terrible person. So kind of fuck them. Take a tour of Ivanka Trump's childhood bedroom in New York City is the name of the video. It's in like the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, if you
of
really
it.
want to dial it in, you can
Jeez.
kind of seek it, and it'll show you the most replayed moment.
Yeah, no.
Like I said, it's like 30 seconds in. It's not very far.
I'm no shrink, but I had to like rewatch that just to be like, holy fuck, man! Like, nah, there's
Yeah.
there's flags everywhere in that.
But you do get to see some pretty sweet old like Poison and Motley Crue posters. So
Yeah, no,
That's pretty- that's
no,
pretty good.
that's what sucks the most is like when she was like, yeah, this is my shrine to Motley Crue, and I was like, no,
this is
what?
my shrine to Motley Crue. This is my shrine to Poison. This is my shrine to where I was raped as a child.
Yeah.
Oh,
All these
woo!
bands that sing about fucking statutory, by the way.
Oh man, if there was a Ted Nugent poster up there, fuck, it would have been the best.
Actually, I'm trying to think of a Motley Crue song where they sing about statutory, but maybe they don't.
I think Motley Crue and Poison's actually not too bad on that
Like
front.
a lot, yeah. Like so many. I just 80s band, yeah, they're raped.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
for the most part.
statutory though. So there's a difference.
The most acceptable form of rape.
Yeah. I mean, Jerry
Jesus
Seinfeld got it. Really good.
Oh man, my
Talk about the best way to use the 1738 snippet from Fetty Wap. It was just a reel, and it shows a picture of Seinfeld next to his girlfriend. It's 1738.
Oh man.
oh,
Fucking speaking of Trumps and 80s rockers, though, did you guys see all the shit with Springsteen and Trump?
yeah.
I did see a little bit of that.
Did you see the actual quote by fucking Ryan, the fuck's his name? I have it pulled up here. Grenoble?
No.
They wrote the article. So everyone's just been clapping on Trump lately, and I love it.
Clapping.
I know, I'm going to do that. I've been trying to be cool and like doing Riz and shit. I don't know. I'm trying to be hip since I got a middle schooler now, and I got to know like all the skibbity and
Yep,
shit.
you gotta know it. You gotta know it.
So, let's get back inside. So, this is Trump going first. I see that highly overrated Bruce Springsteen goes to a foreign country to speak badly about the President of the United States, Trump wrote, glossing over the fact that he, too, is currently in a foreign country speaking badly about someone. He's not a talented guy. Trump sniped on the decorated Rock and Roll Hall of Famer who's won 20 Grammy Awards, 2 Golden Globes, an Academy Award, a Special Tony Award, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
But don't you know all those are fake awards? They're
Dude.
from the liberal
You
media.
want me to top that right now?
Dude, please do, because I just
Serge
fucking
Tankian
love
is
that.
back on the FBI's wanted list or something like that.
No!
He talked about the Yemeni genocide or whatever.
Hell
out loud
yeah.
again.
What?
And they removed toxicity from Spotify.
What?
No!
Yeah.
Oh shit!
this is what I
Where's my
heard.
phone? Where's my phone? I gotta
I
link
get
that one
fucking-
up.
yeah,
I
What?
got. Let me pull up Spotify here.
Yeah.
That's
No.
insane.
Everybody said we were already like in fascism a while
Oh, no,
ago.
Toxicity's still here. I got it.
Okay.
The song?
Oh shit. That's still here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's still
Goodness.
here.
Debunked.
Okay.
Debunked.
Yeah, debunked.
Fake news. Fake
Fake
news.
news.
Fake news.
But
You
is
can't say
Surge,
we-
is Surge on the most wanted list?
Probably.
Probably that one. I wouldn't doubt that.
I mean, at this
Well, I
point
know-
in time,
I know-
I'm sure they just have a celebrity section. They just put everybody's picture on there as soon as they get like clipped by TMZ.
I know,
you know?
the Turkish government wants him dead.
oh shit, we can be breaking news right now. Fucking Joe Biden just got diagnosed with prostate cancer.
Oh, poor guy.
Who?
I mean, you know that terrible president who ruined the country for ever and everyone and was like
Yep.
the worst and all that of all time.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
The guy who
First thing I
was
opened fucking
said to
Twitter.
have the best economy before he left office.
Yeah.
It's funny, Trump came into a pretty good economy. Everyone was always talking about it. I wonder how it got there in the time that he was there in that first term.
And the funny thing is, like, there's a bunch of these people that are just going like, "You're bitching about just this one drop,"
know.
as they switch out to like a 3-year or 5-year plan and go, "Look at how much it's."
You know what everyone credits as to making that best economy the best economy? This little thing called a stimulus check. Maybe we should try that again. Oh, jeez.
Dude, that was kind of nice. I miss getting money.
Yeah, no,
They're like, oh, man, the economy was the best in 2021 because all the stimulus checks. It's like,
it'd be nice.
do it again, dumbass.
Yeah, it'd be nice if tax season came around and I got money back instead of owing.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm not looking forward to next year's tax.
Nope,
So
me neither, dude. I'm guaranteed, dude. It's gonna be like, you owe $1,200 now. Why?
yeah.
Why?
So you guys kind of know. So Tracy lost her job because Articat got bought out, but everything's been fucked, and they keep walking people out after they put out a big ass press release saying they saved all these jobs, and they keep walking people out.
They have one thing to say.
Fuck you.
Meow.
Yeah.
I think you should speak out.
Oh, dude, I can't because otherwise she won't get her severance.
Fuck.
Yeah. So she's getting paid severance and everything, but I'm still pissed about it.
Wait until she
phony.
gets her severance.
Then I'm going to start
Yeah.
fucking writing letters and shit. But our tax is going to be so fucked up from this, and then all the shit with the kids and their shit that's finally getting fixed. I'm just going to spend all next tax season crying because I'm going to have to do math for real. And it's going to be so bad. I'm not looking forward to it. And then everyone's going to get fucked up from whatever dumb shit Trump does for next year's taxes.
Yeah.
Because you know he's going to do something stupid.
Yeah. I mean, they're signing stuff in now. People are going to feel the immediate effects if you're on Medicaid and Medicare and shit like that. But then everybody's going to feel it next fucking tax year when everybody's like, oh, what's this $1,000 I owe for what again?
Yeah. Yeah, Doug, how the fuck did you end up owing money on taxes?
I guess I put a 1 somewhere I wasn't supposed to. So I basically went back and put on all of
Silly
my
boy.
like forms, like no credits, no credits, no
Oh.
credits, just to make sure, because I'm like sitting there going like I could have sworn I did that already, but whatever.
What the fuck, Doug?
Yeah, this is 2 years in a row I've owed taxes, and it's bullshit.
Yeah.
But
shouldn't
hey,
be
you
owing
know what?
money.
You know what? I'm one of those. I'm one of those good Greeks that like would pay his taxes and be like, "Damn, those roads are going to look fine," but unfortunately they don't.
No. No, our roads are shit.
Greek.
But I don't know.
Gay?
Yeah.
Gay?
It's fucked up, man.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
that is a good Greek right there.
So, if anyone listens to this and like is thinking about buying a new ATV or snowmobile, don't buy Articat right now. Fuck them, let them die.
I mean, they weren't anyways. That's kind of the problem.
You never know. You never know. We might have that one person out there who, like has money and is just not sending it to us, and they're using it on themselves.
Yep. Like most rich people.
Yep. But Articat got fucking bought out by a group of investors that's associated with a company called Argo out of Canada, and all they're doing is fucking everything up even harder now.
I think one of the funniest things I ever heard was somebody saying, rich people used to build fucking libraries. Like,
Dude, we have a fucking Carnegie Library in town.
yeah.
Like, they used to go and spend their money on cool shit like libraries and things, and now it's a hole in the ground in the desert.
Like, if Elon Musk actually built a bullet
They love
train,
building bunkers. Those
They
are cool.
do. They should pull
they
a Hitler
do.
though and shoot themselves in there.
Concur.
I mean, as long as we find a way to, find and get into those bunkers, then it's a real come up.
Oh, dude, if something actually ever happened, that's not going to be too hard because all their security staff is going to turn on them in a heartbeat.
Yeah, no.
Like that's not even going to be a thing.
I bet you there's already talks among the staff where it's just like, so who's got kids and who doesn't?
That's why he's building those fucking robots because he knows that his staff's going to turn on him.
Yep.
But
And
like, at
Bezos
least-
knows he's still gonna have to do that 2-day shipping bullshit, so he's got to get them robots to organize them boxes.
At least Bill Gates is doing something decent, like going after malaria and shit.
Like, I like how they demonize Bill Gates for his stuff, and I can demonize him too, because I'm just sitting here kind of going like, cool, kind of keeping one wheel of like the entire medical like testing on other people.
Yeah, he's still fucked. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, he owns a fuck ton of farmland just over the river from us,
Oh no shit!
over on the North Dakota side. That's
Huh.
why he gets so demonized around here because he owns a fuck ton of land.
And does nothing with it, or
I'm sure he's doing something with it. I don't know how often you guys like going on the local newspapers, Facebooks, and all the comments and everything, but whenever he pops up, people go after him.
I'll have to do that sometime. That'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
fun.
It's fun. It's good times.
Yeah. I still like Microsoft though.
I think it's not bad, but I do want to learn how to use Linux, so that
Like, I
way I
won't
can
pay for
go ahead and switch
Netflix.
over.
Well, I don't pay for Netflix, but I pay for a Microsoft subscription. Even though, back in the day, you want to do that, you just buy the fucking program you need.
Right? That's why I use OpenOffice, because, like, fuck, if I'm going to rent Word,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, but I need because what I do, I need the fucking file. I need the actual doc file type.
That's,
whatever.
yeah, you're going to have to do that shit.
It's so fucking evil they do that shit.
I think I'm still under my ex's account.
Well, don't say it out loud. She's going to know now.
No, she knows
you know
already, I
that too.
think. Like,
I'll send her a picture of my wiener and be like, can I please just...
You can't do that now, man. You're married.
Well, maybe my wife will understand if I'm like, I'll get free Word.
okay.
I mean, maybe.
She's like, what Word?
Just use Office Libre.
What?
Well, you can't save things in doc files on that, because that's what I use.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, literally, like, they pretty much made it to where, like, you need fucking Microsoft Word to use
That's
the file.
bullshit.
You can open up doc files on that, but you can't save them as that.
Like, there's probably
Ugh.
some really fucking annoying roundabout way I can convert something to a Word file.
Oh, yeah, no,
I've
there's...
tried for fucking
But
years.
then, it would probably fuck up all the formatting I gotta do.
If you ever need to convert a PDF, I heart PDF.
I heart PDF.
Yep, that's a free PDF converter.
Oh.
Padufa?
PDF?
And our president is a PDF file, anyway. Oh, man, this has been another big...
I didn't know Elon was.
I mean, I want to put past him.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Even though some people deny that he has sex at all, but...
It
He's
is
a
kind of
child at
amazing
heart.
sometimes.
You know what would be really funny is if he actually pulled down his pants at some point and it's just like a mechanical like
It's just like a
sperm
little-
sperm like it's like one of those like
just a fucking
dispensers for
Minecraft-
sanitizer. You just put your hand in it and it
Minecraft box.
spews out sperm.
Fuck, Alex.
yeah.
Where were you going with this?
I'm going with Alex. This is a lot funnier to me.
Sometimes he doesn't seem like he's from this planet, man.
I feel so bad because his daughter, Vivian
Yeah,
Wilson,
yeah.
not the fact that they were like estranged or whatever. No, they recently like did some runway thing with like a bunch of drag queens and all that, and I was like, yeah, I could definitely tell you're related to Elon Musk. How fucking awkward you look, bitch.
Dude, when you got that
Having
heavy
said that,
autism, it
glad you got
passes
away.
down.
Yeah, like
You can't
oh,
get away from that shit.
Yeah,
I will say if you watch the Hassan Piker interview with her and stuff though, it's really chill and it really humanizes I guess a billionaire's kid.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just sitting here going like, there really shouldn't be any beef with her, man. She's not doing anything
No,
to my
literally,
knowledge,
like
you know?
people are so mean to her for no reason.
Yeah.
Which one is that?
The one that just exists, and then people are like,
Oh,
"Fucking
those-
kill yourself!"
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
the trans daughter.
Oh,
Ba-
dude.
Yeah.
basically as
That
Elon
kid's fine.
as Elon puts it, his dead son.
Yeah, the one that
See, no,
died
which
of
side
the
is
woke
fucking-
virus.
Beefing with that shit, is it like the hardcore right that's like, oh my god, you're a trans child, just die? Or is it just everyone being like, okay, you're a billionaire's kid, just die?
No, it's probably.
I think it's the former.
I think it's just a lot of transphobic people in
Yep.
general, and then
Yeah.
like people that don't know. Like,
That's stupid.
I don't know how many people are like, "Oh, you're nepotistic" or whatever, because like, it's not like she's rich or anything.
Well,
No,
and here's the thing. I bet her dad's name did still hold some weight, and she was able to leverage that in some way in
I
her
would
life.
hope she'd be smart enough to do that.
Oh yeah, I hope so too. But at the same time, I'm just sitting here going like, she's just getting her bag. She's
Yeah.
getting her bag from the dad that's being like from my knowledge. Apparently, he really is a cheapskate. Like the one kid he has around, I'm quite sure is just his
Everyone-
body
Oh, you
shield.
You mean
Like
Kevlar?
yeah, Kevlar.
Well,
Kevlar?
I can only take the nepotism thing so far when the person that you'd be getting that whole nepotism thing from is publicly being like, yeah, my kid died of the woke virus.
Yeah,
It's
right.
like,
Yep.
I don't know how much nepotism you're really getting on that.
So that's when he's like, yeah, that's my dad. He thinks I'm dead.
Yeah.
And like I think we talked about in the last episode, nepotism. All they need to do to make nepotism cool is just join the WWE.
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Dude, that's the way fuck yeah. Because I will agree with that. There are some wrestling families that just fucking are really good at
It's
it.
just in your
Here's my
fucking
whole
genes, dude.
dissertation on why, like, because at first I just randomly chose Dominic Mysterio as my guy, but then I went through like his whole history and I was like, yeah, that's the perfect example of like why someone is like,
Dude, yeah.
they have a good reputation because this and this,
That's why there's wrestling dynasties.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm fucking absolutely 100% down with that.
Yeah, I
And
think
it's
that's the
time to
only-
stop holding that dude to like who his father is. That dude has become his own fucking character.
Well, my God, how old is he at this point?
He's like 28. He's not that much younger.
He's
than
in his
us.
20s. Yeah.
He can.
But what
He's
it
on
is
dude.
people aren't just holding him to what his father is. People look at him and go, Eddie.
His real dad, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's what that's part of like what makes his career like pop right now is that they see like someone who died like 20 years ago. And he's like got the Rey Mysterio, and apparently something else I've been seeing in reels is that he's really good at doing a bunch of other people's moves, which I didn't know was a big deal. But apparently at Backlash, Doug Backlash, he it was a big deal that he did. This
It is
move that
generally
was, like,
considered a dick move.
he did. Well, no.
Are you talking about the suicide dive into a DDT outside the ring?
No, so he did an Oblivion, which I guess
Which is Liv Morgan's.
Yeah, and which was a tribute to Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
And yeah, apparently he does that a lot though. He'll kind of do like shout outs to people and doing their moves a little like and stuff.
He does both of his dad's moves. He does Ray's move, and he also does Eddie's move, the Three Amigos.
Yeah, I mean, you can only kind of Shang Tsung things so much. You do kind of have to have your own moveset, but...
But for having said
love
that,
how-
he pulled out a fucking suicide dive DDT.
That's
I
pretty
have
sweet.
never fucking seen that before.
Yeah,
I mean, that takes talent.
Yeah.
That does take talent.
he's like the second most aerial person I've seen in the little bit of wrestling I've seen.
Calm down there.
Sadly, we also said this last episode. I still gotta say the first most like furthest jumping person I saw was fucking Logan Paul
Yeah.
Oh.
across the ring. It's
Dude,
impressive.
it is infuriating because you're like, that fucking guy sucks, but he was made for this business.
And there's so many people
I know,
out
if
there
only
that
they
will
found
go
him in
aerial
Ohio
and
first.
take
Dude,
jumps,
for real.
but they won't do moves, and they're just willing to take the fall. Fucking, God, what the hell's the big man kid's name?
Man, kid.
No, the McMahon, the son.
Oh, Shane?
Shane,
Evil.
who'd fucking take
Dude,
a 40-foot fall.
That was for Daddy's approval. That
I
wasn't-
know.
like,
He wouldn't do any goddamn moves, but he'd jump off a fucking tower
yeah.
just
I've seen
to do
those.
it.
Hey,
I've
Dad,
seen
I'm
those.
willing to kill myself for you. Will you say I love you, please?
No, you're losing me money. So I mean, there's-
kid. You almost died.
So there's people that'll do shit, but yeah, for actual acrobatic aerials, yeah, fuck, he's amazing.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, I did see those. That's like the kind of shit Bailey and Dakota be putting on. They be putting on like highlights and shit. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, what is this?
Because I'll say, Undertaker versus Mankind, Hell in a Cell is, again, it lives in my heart. It is a special place. It is not a good wrestling match. It is the best wrestling match ever, hands down. But it is not a good wrestling match.
Well, I mean, especially after coming off of the heels of Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels in the first Hell in a Cell.
Yes.
Which was
Amazing.
fucking amazing anyways, but
But
2
Undertaker
was fucking nuts.
Yep. It's fucking intense. It's amazing. Those dudes fucking
It's a
came
fucking
this
car
close to
crash.
dying.
Okay, but you know what? Hell
But
in a
there's no
Cell's better.
actual fucking wrestling or anything. It's literally 2 guys. Well, it's one
Beating
guy.
the shit out of each
It's
other.
literally just one guy getting the shit beat out of him and thrown off of things. And yeah.
While Undertaker has a broken foot before this even starts.
Yep.
My foot broken.
Dude
So-
climbs a chain link fence
Multiple times.
with a broken foot.
Yeah. So I love that match. It is hands down my favorite match ever. But it is
Yeah.
not a good wrestling match compared to some of the shit that these guys are doing now with
You mean like the
acrobaticals.
stunts? Yeah.
The styles
Well-
and actual movesets more than just
Yeah.
throwing a guy off of shit.
Well, I was about to say, yeah. So that's what like you'll see a lot of guys who do more like I don't know, like I'm gonna call them like stunts and moves with people.
Yeah.
Versus like when you get to the higher up dudes in the match is something I was saying where like it is a lot more. First of all, the pacing slower, and then the second one was like they just kind of throw they more so throw each other around a lot
Yep.
more, and it's not necessarily like they're not doing like they're not going on the ropes so much.
Yeah.
And that was something I noticed, and I'm sure to an extent. I mean, I've seen like in video like highlights and stuff, the big guys get on the ropes and stuff. But maybe it's because they're older, they don't want to get on the ropes so much.
You'll see the older and the bigger guys be a hell of a lot more cautious in WWE.
Well, also, like, there's the piece that you're missing is the story part. That's why the main event is different from everyone else, is it's been built
Absolutely.
up over the last 3-4 months, sometimes even to 2 years, just to get to that point.
I don't know
Yeah.
what's happening in our group chat, but I'm randomly reading "bup bup bup," and I already know something gay's happening in the group chat because I read "bup bup bup." How about you and me and the boys? We just "bup bup bup." What do you mean by "bup bup bup"? No,
And if you want to see big dudes doing acrobatically dumb shit, watch local wrestling.
Yeah.
The local guys here, or if you want to see really big guys doing really dumb shit, go watch the Res Wrestlers.
no, at WrestleMania, I actually forgot to mention these guys because it was day one. The War Raiders were pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They were pretty.
Yep.
And then again, they were further down the card or whatever, and they were pretty like mobile.
Yeah.
You know?
For being big dudes, for sure.
Yeah.
Ivar especially.
Yep.
Hey Doug, how about you say something now?
About wrestling.
If I had something to say, I would have.
All right,
We
what
need
was
to
your
go to the
favorite
local
match
shit.
at Backlash?
Yeah. What you got, Doug? What you got?
Like, here's the thing. Like, it's already been a week since Backlash,
Oh,
so
fuck.
like I'm just
He's
like,
gone. Doug's
Yeah.
toast. Okay, tell you what that was. Let's go to local wrestling here. I think there's
Yes.
one coming up. Let's do
Please.
this. Yes.
Only if
Let's
one guy's
set
a
it up.
heel and tries to give fist bumps to a special needs kid and then flips him off.
Well,
That happens.
Doug has a neighbor just right over here that is one of the local wrestlers, one of the local professional wrestlers. Dude's chill as shit. I talk to him once in a while. He's a huge supporter during campaign time. So we already have a wrestler we like now.
Yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
I'm down.
I'm in.
Oh wait,
So I will find out when the next one is, because I think local wrestlers have so much to prove just to go nowhere that they are willing to do so much. I fucking love them.
Especially the people that are actively on the indies who have been doing that for years.
And he's been doing it for quite a while. He's pretty
Yeah.
fucking cool.
okay. So the first match, remember, was the Fatal 4-Way with Jacob Fatu and L.A. Knight, Damian Priest, and Drew
Wasn't
McIntyre.
that the one where they like had like a bunch of cheapskates come out of like the
They
side
had a
yard
guy
and
debut.
shit?
and-
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
No, that was lame.
No,
lame.
I think the one where they had a bunch of people cheat was the
Oh, shit.
you were rooting for Penta. I was rooting for Dom Mysterio, and Dom Mysterio's gang came out.
That
Yeah, you get a lot of run-ins.
okay.
That was a different one. No, this one.
Okay.
I'm trying to go through, and it's literally
Coming up.
showing the guy who debuted instead of the guys who fought.
Oh, the tribute show. I did see this.
Yeah.
See, like, no, I don't.
That was
might
the
have,
first
yeah.
match.
That's
Yeah, it was a
local.
fatal
Yep.
4-way. Was what it was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. And they
Yeah.
couldn't have anybody coming in.
So-
sort of shit.
Also, just going off of what James just showed me for this local show coming up, they're having a fucking former like wrestling legend being there, like Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's going to be right here at the casino, July
Was
19th.
the other guy who was on It's Always Sunny?
I don't remember if he was on Always Sunny.
Dude, I want to say he actually might have been on It's Always Sunny.
If he was, that's fucking awesome.
That actually sounds really familiar now.
Yeah, well,
So, shit, I'll find out ticket info on that.
Yeah, July 19th. Let's go do that. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
And fucking Bob Orton's going to be there, too.
oh
no,
shit! You got
sorry,
Cowboy
it was-
Bob Orton.
Cowboy Bob Orton.
it was Roddy Piper. My bad.
Oh, was Roddy Piper?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he makes sense for Always Sunny.
Yeah, and he didn't play himself. He was playing a different wrestler or whatever, or a homeless guy that they paid to be a wrestler or something.
I
like that.
vaguely remember that
Yeah.
actually.
And he fucks they all fuck each other up, and the only person up standing is Danny DeVito.
I'm the trash man.
I'm the trash man. Oh no, he does fairly win technically because he hits
Holy
the last
shit.
guy with the trash can.
Ringside
the
tickets
bleeding
are
on
only
the neck.
$30.
You're not gonna get that at a WWE show,
No.
especially right now.
See, you could have
Right?
fake fans showing up to that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's just reasonable entertainment.
No, those
at
are
this point.
real
Dude,
fans.
that is fucking only a few dollars more than going to go see a movie right
That's
now.
what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's reasonable entertainment.
Fuck
right there.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
You
It's
said
the
it was $30 for tickets.
$30 for ringside.
Oh, damn.
Ringside tickets.
Dude, someone's gonna see me and they're gonna be like, "I'm gonna slam this guy on this guy."
Dude, that'd
They're
be
gonna
fucking
use me-
amazing.
They're gonna use me as a.
That would be
weapon.
amazing, honestly, dude. Yeah. I wanna get-
What was that? Was
Fucking hey.
Okay, so July 19th.
That was an
put
amateur
that in your
wrestling thing,
calendars.
right?
That was an indie thing, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where this dude's like fighting, and there's this fat guy just standing there, and he's like, "I'm gonna use this fat guy as a weapon."
Yeah, I can't remember I don't know who the wrestler was that did that, but
Oh, that's
At least off the
fucking
top of my
awesome.
head.
That's got to be local shit then.
I don't know, man. Like,
Or that's some fucking AEW
will do stuff like
that's
that too.
yeah. I was about to say that's AEW. That's stupid enough for them.
It didn't look like it. The quality wasn't there in the video, if I remember.
The
That
right.
sounds
venue
like
is very,
AEW.
Huh?
That sounds like AEW. If there's no,
they
quality.
They have. Well, hey now, their stories suck. Their wrestling is actually great. It's just their
You
booking
hesitated
isn't
a long time on that.
great. It's because they're. I'm a story guy. The story is why I watch wrestling.
Okay, I'm just
it's-
saying AEW is what fucking Insane Clown Posse would put together.
Yeah, it's a car crash. It's car crash wrestling.
Yes.
Like they have guys getting impaled on spiked bats, but most of those guys are former like WWE people too. At least a good chunk. Like Edge was the one in that video
fuck.
with a spiked bat.
God, fucking Edge.
Yeah, and even then, Dean Ambrose was the one that got impaled. Former fucking WWE guy.
It is kind of neat to see. Again, we've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
How big wrestling is really getting again,
Yeah.
and that it's branching out and letting a lot more opportunities in besides just the WWE. And there's a lot of these smaller companies coming up, and even just this local shit. I mean, we had the one in town, but there's probably 4 companies in just northern Minnesota now.
Well, shit, man. WWE just acquired AAA, which is
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's Lucha Libre.
The entertainment industry usually innovates in times of fucking peril. You know.
Oh yeah, dude, this
like
is
the
our
Great
bread and
Depression,
circuses.
The arts really expanded upon. You know.
We need our
Fuck,
gladiators. We need our big, fat, overweight former high school athletes that don't have anything going on in their life to beat the crap out of each other while we get drunk.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's to keep us from beating the crap out of other people.
It's either this or I rise up against the government and get shot down right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are my 2 options. That's it.
So you want to try an ankle lock?
Well, I mean, it is like the scary thing though is where like a lot of people have been talking about open revolution for fucking decades.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it's like every direction it goes, this swings the way, because Joe Biden won a fucking election and people were there, were literally like, oh, we either storm the White House and kill AOC, or we're gonna live under tyranny forever.
Right.
Like it's really like people. It really like the public really is getting there.
Dude, I'm just saying I have helped arm a lot of gays here recently.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of going to that kind of crazy status.
Call
I
it
might
the
be going off,
call it
but-
the alphabet mafia for real.
For real. No, I'm serious. I fully believe that a lot of people need to get themselves armed.
Just protect
A lot.
yourselves, people.
Yes.
Like,
And
No,
wash
no,
your
we're not.
ass. We need to make sure to say that at the end of every episode because summer's
Wash
coming
your
up.
ass.
Arm yourself and wash your ass, please.
Armpits, your gooch, your butthole.
Should we have a little lighthearted moment here real
pits,
quick?
tits, ass.
I mean,
Going
yeah,
on that? Because
no,
Tits,
you need to
tits,
make sure
ass.
you include your gooch, your pubes. Yeah, if you got titties, yeah,
You
get
gotta
under your
go
titties.
around. Yeah.
I had to have a
Like
conversation with my son about washing your ass because he went in the shower way too quick.
Yeah.
It's like, did you wash your butt? He's like, yeah. Did you physically get in between your butt cheeks and wash your butt? And he starts laughing at me like I'm crazy. I'm just sitting there looking at him. No, that's weird. Tevin,
Tevin,
Do
stop
you
watching
not-
Andrew Tate, first of all.
It's,
Second
it's,
of all,
it's your butt.
you realize when you were little, I could wash your butt because that was okay now.
Yeah.
You're going into middle school. You get back in there and you get that soap and you wash your butt.
yeah, like you're gonna start liking girls.
Yeah, you don't want
Oh,
to be a
liking
smelly
boys.
kid.
Or like, yeah, so what I told him, it's like, you can't be the smelly kid. Like, the only way your ass is going to get clean is if you physically clean it. And he's just, like, traumatized by he never considered he have to sit there and scrub his ass.
I mean,
And it's like,
I'm,
buddy,
I'm trying to
oh my God.
think of
How
a way
long has this been going
Why are you
on?
touching your face so much?
because I don't know.
Well, I was like, that's some kind of tell. Like,
Well, it's just in the background. Like we should be like, yeah, you got to get in there, clean your ass. Just where he's in earshot, just to be like, it's a normal thing, I guess.
yeah.
I was really thinking about bringing him here with me today because Tracy was
I
going to...
should go over there right now and be like, Tevin, you know what I do every time I shit? I don't use toilet paper. I take a shower right away because you got to wash your ass.
No, we might have to just have like a big sit-down guys meeting about washing your ass because
Yeah.
he's going into middle school and
Just like,
middle school's tough.
to where we're talking about it, but he doesn't feel involved, but he feels like, okay, it must be a normal thing.
Do they have like the sex ed at like middle school?
So he had his 5th grade sex ed, and that was a very awkward day. He came home and would not look at anyone in the eye. But yeah, he has to take it's middle school health, which fuck was that?
See, that's why.
Yeah,
So,
no, this
yeah, middle-
neighborhood has a lot of loud engines.
Yeah, so he'll have to take middle school health in 6th grade, which is general wellness and sex ed, and then he'll have to take again in 8th grade, and then in 9th grade. So yeah, he's got it.
See, the reason he was traumatized is why we need to have less limits on the internet so that our children could be traumatized at younger ages when they look up www.xmen.com and get into a porn site on accident, seeing full nude women and being like, what the fuck? Because by the time I got the sex ed, I was like, yeah, no.
Or having to do a government project and doing whitehouse.com and going like, oh,
Wait a
that's
minute.
not the president.
It did seem really late where they finally gave us sex ed.
Well, we
Didn't
got,
it?
I mean,
Well, you guys
I
went to
don't-
Ramona. So.
we went to different elementary schools, so I don't know when you did, but I did one in 6th grade. And
Oh, well, see, I didn't have sex in 6th grade, so I guess.
See, I had
no,
a,
I said sex ed in 6th grade.
Yeah, I know, but you also had sex in 6th grade.
Is that something we already talked about on the podcast?
I think you
Yeah.
said that, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's come up once.
Little did I know they were like, "Hey, this is gonna happen soon."
I'm just saying, contrast, we were very different kids prior to meeting.
Hey, man. I remember that year too. I saw it on the news or something, like a news report about kids having sex, like in this grade, like, oh, like 6th grade kids caught having sex. I was like, damn, that's my grade. And then it happened. But anyways, No, so we had like that one, and it was very like, hey, yeah, you're gonna grow armpit hair. Lies. Anyway, armpit hair and pubes, and, all that kind of thing. It was that kind of sex ed.
Right.
Yeah,
And
that's
saw
what I
that,
got in
was
5th grade.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, whatever. I already know about this because I was exposed to fucking porn at a young age.
Same.
Yeah. I was taken out of school around that time, so I missed that whole thing.
Oh, you missed the
Dude.
best part.
So I remember being in like,
That explains a hell of a lot about you.
dude,
Yeah.
What the fuck? What do you mean by that?
Just look at him. He's like, shit, why are these women so hairy? Why do I got hair? What's this thingy? Fuck.
oh, I know what this thing is.
What is it then, Alex?
Alex is going dead-eyed.
I just think it's funny that
He
like,
just saw his childhood bed.
Yeah.
well, I think the first sex ed class I had was in fucking middle school,
Damn.
like summer camp or summer school or something.
Yeah.
No, they did have that one, like where it's like, what was it, 7th? Well, it would be at the high school, and they had like summer. And that one's the real one where they're like,
Yeah.
if you don't fucking do this, if you don't wrap it up, this is what's gonna happen to you. And it's like they show you all the diseases, and we're all just
Yep.
sitting
You're
there
going to get
laughing.
chlamydia and become the president. This is a blue waffle.
I remember I asked an actual question, by the way, because like you could write anonymous questions, and a lot of people were just asking funny questions, and I wrote like a sincere question that I don't remember, sadly, and I remember the lady clearly looked at the question and didn't read it.
Oh.
I was like, you bitch. But it was like,
I wasn't prepared to actually answer any questions today.
yeah, she answered all the funny joke ones, but yeah, skipped over mine, which was like a sincere question about something.
There was a lot of really weird questions during that time where it was just like, what happens if the condom gets stuck in there? It's just kind of like, really, guys? Like,
I think the question was like, why do assholes grow hair?
that's amazing.
I think that was it.
I don't
actually.
know why they wouldn't answer that. Like,
Yeah, like she was probably like, shit, I don't know why.
Well, it's to break up any sweat friction so that way you don't get the fucking like wet on wet and it
Yeah.
creates like a suction. You need that friction breakup.
I know if we
Or
according
you
to
don't
our,
go shave your asshole.
according
or do
to
it, I
our
don't
buddy
know.
the Pebble, who shaved his asshole one time and butt sweat just started running down his leg. It's to
Yep.
catch the butt hair or the butt
You
sweat.
need the butt hair. Otherwise,
There's-
it doesn't go good.
There's nothing like being clean shaven from head to toe and you just like feel the sweat going fucking everywhere.
You need the diffusion, man.
Yeah,
Yep.
I also don't have to worry about ball hair. That was another thing they lied about.
See, I got mine really early. Like, I want to say 10 was when I got
I
my
started
first
getting
pube.
pubes
I was
in,
just
like-
like, the fuck is this?
Yeah, I was getting pubes in like 4th grade, but no, I never grew armpit hair, chest hair, or I have very little butthole hair. But what was the other one?
Your ball hair.
Ball hair, yeah.
I remember being really young and feeling like it's like I'm not really growing a whole lot. So I'd always heard like you shave and you grow hair. So I was like, there's like nothing there.
Gotta be
And I'm like,
careful.
all right, it's gonna grow in. It's gonna grow in, right? And I'm like, not really.
Dude just gave himself like the turkey skin for nothing.
for nothing. I mean, now it's like, all right, I'd trade anything to not have that much.
Yeah. It gets kind of annoying after a while. It's just like, fuck.
It's like if it just stopped growing at a certain length, it'd be like, all right, cool.
I wish it'd like grow evenly. Like I got clumps of super dense hair, and then like thinned out hair. It's
The
like,
the
Damn.
image you
Can
just
the
put into
fucking-
my brain.
I got like a wizard beard going on, but
I
it's like a
just-
wizard
I just-
beard at the top.
Just see like patchy, like if I tried to grow facial hair, just super patchy, just down there.
yeah, I mean,
Like-
kinda.
That shit
Okay.
Rasputin
Dude.
had,
Like the tree got a nice
that what you
base
got going on?
but
Yeah,
then
like
there's
if I could
clumps.
grow the kind of fucking beard
clumps.
Just a
that
little
I
rabbit
have as
looking.
pubes,
Yeah.
dude, I would be at your club, dude. It's kind of sad. Like the pubes are in the wrong place. They need to be on my chin, not on my.
Man,
penis.
this
I'll
section is
put
just going to
some
be a
pubes
giant.
on your chin.
This section is just going to be a giant kerfuffle of like 2 conversations about ball hair.
Yep.
Well, we should have. Fuck, I should have go pick up Tevin so he can hear this and he can know what a man talks about.
I think I'd have to be like, I'd really have to think about how I said things.
Politics and balls.
I would just say it. Just be blunt.
Right? It's like, dude, this is your future, bud. You're going to middle school. It's going to get a lot worse.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a lot of people claiming they have big cocks in middle school.
Oh yeah.
Oh God,
For
yeah,
no
no.
Right.
Jeez Louise.
Just roll
And they're
your
all
eyes
lying,
and move on.
buddy.
Yep.
Because you're in a school full of little white kids. They're all lying.
Yeah.
Shit.
Just say, then pull it out until one of them does. Then you found the guy telling the truth. Shout out Sean.
That
Matson.
does fucking happen, man.
Shout out Sean Matson.
Yeah, the second someone's brave enough to fucking do it, that's like, okay, I guess you can be friends with that guy because he ain't gonna fuck around with you. He might not be able to spell, but god damn it.
Yeah.
But he's truthful to the point.
Remember, Alex used to rent a place with him, and like, I don't know if Sean's ever lived with anyone before that moment or not. I feel like he did, but like, dude was
Let's
like,
start this with "I love you, Sean," but also like "fuck you."
He comes home one night, after a long day working at 7-Eleven, and decides to get comfortable by getting completely naked and sitting in a computer chair to play games. And we're like, dude, what the fuck?
It's like, we live with you, man.
Yeah, you can't do that when you live with.
Dude,
I'd
like,
be
yeah,
able to do that.
You're only allowed to do that if you have a trailer by yourself,
Yeah,
like I
fuck
do.
But I guess it's
Doug's
just
the
a
only
fucking
one that
thing.
can do that.
I guess it's just a fucking thing, though, because, like, I hate to out my dad, but when he first got here, that's what he was doing.
And
He-
your
he
dad's
just
old enough to not
come
give a
out
fuck
naked.
either.
Underwear.
However,
At least, man.
Underwear.
At the
well,
least.
when I was a kid, it was just a towel, and that was always really awkward to try to explain to people, but...
Dude, that's just an old man dad thing because my dad did the same shit all the time.
Greek.
Man,
Greek.
I've never felt so comfortable that it's always been more. I feel like I need to put on more clothes.
Yeah.
Like I will be the guy that's like, I don't care about a shirt as long as I have shorts or something. Like I'm good.
I'll come out in like just a towel, but at the same time, I'm usually going to a destination. It's more for I'm not going to go out into the hallway and then just sit there and have a conversation and be like, "How's it going, man? Nice
Yeah.
breeze going on here." Huh?
What was it? Oh yeah. The thing. The reason I bring up that story though is because after I mentioned Sean, I gave Sean a shout out. I was like, "Yeah, I remember that fucking, that big old stupid loser wang of his just literally folded because the way he was sitting in the chair." And I was like,
Yeah.
"How can you be comfortable, dude?"
Ow.
Dude, it was like,
Just keep it tucked up in my
dude,
own
it looked
asshole.
it looked like a
storage.
kielbasa about to burst, dude.
Dude.
Like, or no, what is it? The breakfast sausages?
Jeez. Oh, my.
Dude's got a serious tube on him, man.
Yeah, it's like folding in on itself in the chair, dude. I'm like, yeah, I was.
I've never been that comfortable before.
Well, it's because you ain't got a dick that big.
Well, it's fair.
Oh yeah, even when I got enough hanging for something like that, I would not sit on it. You
but
know, like,
but still, the fucking like.
He follows the motto of talk quietly and carry a big stick.
Yeah, I guess.
That's funny the way, because I think of his Zoolander voice. Like, yeah,
Actually, it's an actual presidential quote right there. You gotta love Teddy Roosevelt. Talk quietly and carry a big stick.
I just don't understand being that comfortable with yourself where you can just get naked like that in front of your homies and just play video games.
Lyndon B. Johnson would have.
I've heard stories.
Yeah, no, he'd take a shit and have like a reporter there taking notes on shit he's talking about.
well, that's
Like,
the kind of thing like we would be doing. But
Well,
like,
when you're president and you have a big
Well-
dick, that's okay.
I mean, it also depends on how close you are with motherfuckers. But at the same time, it's like I'm not. If it comes out, it's like a haha, you saw it, motherfucker, and then it's back in my pants. Like, and it's
Yeah.
been like 10 years since I've even done that.
you mean adolescent shit?
like middle school, high school.
It's like, you saw it, you're gay, ha ha ha.
And not only that, we were all like perfectly fine with like, whatever the flaccid size is, because we know how that works, so we didn't have to worry. But every time we saw someone with an actual hanger, we'd be like, dude,
Wiener!
you got a hanger, bro.
I remember one time in middle school, we went to do swimming, and I always wore underwear underneath my swim trunks because I was one of those guys like, decency,
Because you want to feel worse when you swim.
Well, so I usually always wore boxers. I wore boxer briefs because I was ahead of the times. I got them boxer briefs and I got colored ones. And it was the one fucking time I wore the white ones. And so I'm in the dressing room taking off my swim trunks, all confident and shit. Everybody's like, "Yo, see your fucking wanging ass."
Doug's a werewolf because he's imprinting.
Well, there was also those kids in school that would you'd be at the urinal and you'd be taking a piss and they just come down and they just pull their pants all the way down.
Yep.
Full pants with assert dominance. Two hands
Dude.
on the side.
Okay, no, you know what? The weirdest thing is I've seen a few adults in this area do that, man. Dude.
No
At
way.
the bars. And I was just sitting here going like, what the fuck is going on
I'd
here,
slap
man?
their ass, dude.
You fucking, every time going on a road trip, you know how many truckers I see fucking just unzip and they fucking two-hand the wall or some shit? It's like, what are you doing? I've seen that far too much. Like, what
I got accordion back. I gotta hold myself up.
Yeah, it's like, dude,
from sitting in a truck too long.
I will say
the
I have
fuck?
leaned against the wall once or twice when I have been shit-faced drunk and sitting just...
But at least attempt to hold
But-
the name, man.
Yeah,
Well,
one hand, sure.
It depends. If
Two
they got
hands,
a
you're-
nice set of
you're
perky
weird.
balls like
You're
I do,
open to chaos, my dog.
It's perfect for when you stand up and pee. It's kind of detrimental when you sit down to pee, though. When
You
you're
gotta
taking
take
a
your balls and throw them over your leg when you're taking a shit.
So that way you don't
Well,
fucking dip them in the water.
No, when I'm taking a shit, I gotta make sure I actively push my dick downward,
Yeah.
or pin it, in
Between your
public.
legs.
Yeah, I'll make sure it's pushing downward. Because if I just let it rest on my perky balls, I'll pee out of the toilet. Sometimes it'll just rest on. It will be like a loaded cannon, Just,
I got
As it sits on my perky balls.
that's why I gotta make sure I actively just.
Oh, man. Let me warn you, man. Once you have a couple kids, those balls start sagging. You're gonna lose your perkiness, man, and
Oh my
you're just
God.
gonna be slapping knee.
That's the worst thing, dude. Because they do sag. I'm 30 now. They do sag and stuff like that. Especially I get out of the car after sitting in the car forever, and I'm fucking giving myself Indian burn because my sack is rubbing between my thighs.
Dude,
It's
But when I
okay,
sit
buddy.
down, it's like, all right, the girls are ready.
It's okay, buddy. I'm
Yeah.
a perky boy too.
See,
Yeah.
I've sat on my balls more than once this month.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have done that though.
I've
for
sat on my
sure.
balls. Yeah, rarely I sit on.
That
just-
sucks.
It's
the
like I
word.
stand up, they fall. I sit down, they.
Just go back inside.
Yeah, they actively. Well, it's like the skin,
Right.
actively
Dude, fucking Alex knows going to the gym. I have to be careful depending on what we're doing. Because those balls are just gonna flop.
He's doing fucking leg races and just fucking bang out. You know
Kids
how in
destroy your
Jackass
body.
where Johnny Knoxville will dress up as the old man and he has the fucking balls hanging out.
Yeah.
It's like that just out of the bottom of his fucking shoulder.
That's your life after kids. Women complain all the time, but they don't know what it's like. They don't know what it's like for us dudes and our balls flopping around.
If a woman's labia is seen through their shorts, that's hot. But guys.
Yeah. We
If
get
you-
the cops called on us.
Yeah.
If you have low-hanging balls, please contact your doctor, as you might be suffering from scrotum enlargement.
Or wear boxer briefs. Wear boxer briefs.
Boxer
were
briefs.
you not wearing boxer briefs?
I do. It doesn't always work. Sometimes it just starts oozing down one leg. or
Nope, I
something.
get those too, man, dude.
Fucking summertime. I just got one going down each side.
At that point, I'm wearing those underwears that. What are they? They're just. I guess it would just be underwear.
The sax ones that hold your balls.
Yeah.
I want to get a pair of those that have the pouch.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
No,
they're
that
big
shit's
enough for,
good.
anything else.
You
but
feel
balls
like your
there,
balls have a hug.
but- Yeah.
Yeah, no. And, like, it keeps you from fucking sitting on them, and it also keeps you from having to do this, like, every 5 minutes of, like, trying
Yeah,
to
I
get
guess
the...
like it pushes
And that's
everything
hard-
up, so
that's
it makes
always
it look like I got a
difficult in
dick,
public.
So, shit.
Like there are ways to try to like subtly try to unstick them from your leg.
Oh,
or
you
I
get
just
them
always,
on
I always
some
do
of your
John
underwear.
Wayne's, dude. I just
Yeah.
go,
As I tell my wife all the time, like, hold on, I gotta stir real quick.
I got to stir it.
They're marinating. I got to move them around a little bit.
It is.
Everyone's got their technique. I mean, you got the long step, you got the stir, you got your stuff.
I am a bit of a long step guy,
I'm
but
a
I
long
also
stepper.
I can also like kind of pivot my hips a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes the long step doesn't help. Like I said, once that Indian burn thing starts, I really gotta get in there and physically peel it. Peel it away from where it's going.
Baby powder, brother.
Yep.
Baby powder.
Yeah, I mean,
I
baby
only do it
powder-
special
well,
occasions.
baby
I do.
powder was
I'll
nice,
take
but-
Gold Bond over baby powder. I like the Gold Bond. I like the tingle, but
Yeah.
anything helps.
Oh, does Gold Bond have a tingle?
If you
I
get the
mean,
meth, the
baby
meth-
powder.
You get the meth one?
the menthol. Yeah, just get the
Menthol,
fucking
Jesus.
Gold Bond with meth.
No, I was about to say, yeah, but baby powder didn't help with the Indian burn thing. That more so helped with like, my
Rashes.
balls.
Yeah.
Well, like my
Your
balls.
teeth aren't
really
gonna
fucking-
fall off if you put it on your nuts.
Well, yeah, I also do find that it helps keep the balls from, like, sticking to your thighs and shit like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like help them from sticking or
It's-
sweating. But like, no, the Indian burn thing, no, that's just my ball skin hanging low.
That's just
and,
chafage, dog.
That's...
When I first fucking started at Arctic, when I first moved out here, I was on the line. I had to fucking deodorant my legs and my balls and everything. Otherwise, I was in a world of pain.
I was like, I was really working as a young bachelor trying to improve myself when I first moved here. I hit the fucking like, the
Now you're
the
married,
baby
you don't have
powder.
to worry about that shit.
Yeah, like I hit the baby powder like at work. Oh, I also baby powder my butthole so that I didn't get swamp ass at all. Which
That's the way to do it.
I did not do that in the public restrooms.
That seems like a before work
But
thing.
after one shit, it's over.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
Here, well, in a way to try to get a little bit of sponsorship, Manscaped has this anti-chafe deodorant that you can put on your boys, and it actually really helps with chafage. I think it's cool. Makes them smell good.
There has been a lot of products for that over the years. There was one that had the stupidest commercials of it was just a bunch of rubber, or not rubber, but balloon animals squeaking together. It was dumb commercials, but that shit worked.
Manscaped, hit us up,
Yeah.
please.
Like,
We'll
help
talk about
us-
nuts all day.
Yeah, right? We talk about them enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you got anything to, like, restore the
we're
elasticity
definitely
of
like
your
20
balls.
minutes on talking about like genital related things.
So wash your ass
Yep,
and put some deodorant on your balls.
there you go.
And when we say wash your ass, it does not just mean cheeks. It means get up in there, fellas. It's not gay to touch
Oh,
your
yeah.
balls.
It's your butthole.
yeah.
You're not gonna touch it and be like, "Well, guess I gotta go suck a cock."
Yep. After a couple years, no one else can wash your butthole. As this
Yeah.
conversation I had to have with my kid.
Yep.
It's ridiculous that we have to talk about this in
But
general.
then in a
but
couple more years, someone will have to wash your butthole. If
Yep.
you make it to a retirement home.
Yes.
Magic the Gathering fans, for the love of God,
Yeah.
I want to
Oh.
go into a game store without feeling like I have to
And-
get out of the
and
game
no-
store.
It's going to get fucking worse with the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering set coming out here because all
Oh,
these
no.
fucking
The
The
anime
most
and Final
bitchless
Fantasy
person
weebs.
is coming to your your
Jesus.
card store soon.
It is going to be the absolute worst smells in the world coming soon.
Dude, the most. Okay, so I felt bad because these were clearly like, well, I'm assuming like teenagers or whatever. But I saw a bunch of nerds come into my store. By the way, I don't work at a game store; it's a gas station. But I saw them, and immediately in my head, for some reason, I just thought, "Oh, look, it's the Poon Platoon."
It's the Poon Platoon.
Like I was sitting there, like they're such nerdy looking dudes, and I was just like making ironic jokes in my head, like, "Oh yeah, these guys crush pussy."
Dude, all I do is I think about all the stupid shit that I did as a teenager and everything. I'm just looking at my kids. It's like, how do I save you from being such fucking losers like I was? And I don't know if it's possible. I don't know. How do you save children from themselves?
Well, he's already reading the
I don't know if you
what
can.
is that? The Weird Diaries? What are they?
Wimpy Diary.
Wimpy Diaries. Yeah. So there you go.
They're done with all that. Like,
Yeah, he's
all
already
that,
ahead of the
they're on
game.
Fucking way other shit now. Like my kids read way too much. And
I mean,
not
you'll
way
have
too
like
He's
a
reading
full-on
Noam
library
Chomsky.
in your house.
We had a full-on library at the house and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whole fucking corner of a basement's filled. We got a couple thousand books down there now.
Nice.
It's really good. Yeah.
I want to hear what he thinks about the sacking of Rome.
He's reading Dostoevsky.
Well, I just picked up a bunch of fucking Warhammer books, so I'm going to get him full-on fastest mode now. You know?
God!
Yes.
And see what he likes.
And
about
you're
the
trying to
Captain's Cave.
preserve your fucking sweet boy.
No,
We should get him Starship Troopers.
He's sitting
I
there,
have a couple copies of
He's
it.
sitting like, "Hey, Father, thanks for this story. I'm gonna make sure to absorb these values at face value and not look at any, not use any media literacy whatsoever."
this same guy is like, yeah, hey, kayfabe shouldn't exist, and he's like, all right, but we're gonna start you on fucking Warhammer.
See, I love to get him into Heinlein and everything, but it's like, how do I get him to read these books but skip the last 3 pages where they all turn into incest moments? How do
Wait,
we do this?
wait. Which one is this? That way I could avoid it.
Basically any fucking story written by Heinlein. So like, what is it? A Time for the Stars is an amazing, amazing story about having to go into space and finding new planets, and then realizing that you've been left behind technology-wise. So they develop these people to have telepathic communication with like their twin or something, but they're going at the speed of light, so they're not aging, and they're passing these powers down through family-wise. Find the first planet, doesn't work out there. On the third planet, it works out great, and he's talking to his grandniece or some shit like that. And they're like, oh, okay, cool, we'll come pick you up. And they're like, well, how long that's going to take? About 15 minutes we'll be there. So they spent 3 lifetimes to find an habitable planet, and they come pick him up, gets back to Earth, meets this person that he's been talking to in his head for the past couple years. He's like, well, you're here. I guess we should go get married. That's the end of the book. He goes to get married to his grandniece.
Ew.
It makes sense.
Ew.
Amazing sci-fi story this entire time, and yeah, let's just end it with a little bit of incest, because that's the end of the book.
It's sci-fi.
I prefer my incest to be more political.
Yeah, it's just, that's a lot of Highland shit.
No one knows I just made it. It was a George R.
Yep.
reference, not a Trump
Or a
reference.
Trump thing. Shit.
Both.
What the fuck, dude? What are you doing?
I'm sorry that I'm laughing at that.
Spilling all over my floors.
I hear him go,
Incest
"Ah,
is
shit,"
just getting
and
them
I hear the
excited.
And I'm like, oh, fuck.
It wasn't that much. We good.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's water.
I don't know why Alex, were you about to attack me? Why did I mention George R. R. Martin? He goes to move the mic and fucking rushes.
The last
Motherfucker
time
never
we
finish it.
the last time we talked about Game of Thrones, we were at your wedding thing.
Yeah.
This last time, and we were talking about the Lannisters specifically.
Oh. Yes, because my wife has cousins that give me Lannister vibes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I turned the mic away originally.
Yeah, I'll say that. If for somehow they someday listen to this, I'm sorry, but you guys do give off a vibe that you're fucking. Like the brother would be sitting anywhere in the room, the sister has to sit next to him. And I was like, what the fuck?
Interesting.
I don't want to sit next to my sister. Ever. It's not like I hate my sister or anything. I'm just normal.
Well, on the note of incest, should we go ahead and end this podcast?
No.
I don't know. Should we end it with incest, or
We should end it on the note of like making sure that we understand that despite them being stupid, the Stormcloaks did have a right to defend themselves, because those stupid elves need to learn their place. And if someone doesn't show the Thalmor that they can't fucking just do what they want, then they're just gonna roll over all of us.
We should relocate them
into a mountain?
Alright, so I'm Chuck Bailey.
Alright.
I'm Doug.
Well, hold on. We still got it. We still got things we got to talk about.
Oh,
About things we got going on.
talk about.
Well, I will say this one more thing. Bannerlord is finally getting an expansion. So if you guys want to get back into Bannerlord,
The boat
We're
one.
getting boats.
The
We're getting
I'm excited for
boats.
that.
Yeah.
I actually have a sandbox right now where I'm like hold an entire like northern peninsula,
Oh,
and it has an entryway. So
Unfortunately, after this next update, it's all gone.
no.
Yeah.
Oh.
The boat one.
Yes, the boat one. Got deleted
So,
all.
AKA, I better complete the campaign ASAP.
Get it done now.
I already completed it. I've just been like literally riding around, just waiting for my guy to die.
See, I haven't even finished the campaign. I think
You can go to the retreat and just
Yeah.
retire him.
No,
Yep.
I want him to die.
Oh,
Like I'm like chasing bandits and shit.
oh okay.
Just like waiting for him to die so I can play my descendant. But he won't.
He won't.
He just isn't dying.
But okay, I just had to put that because that's all I had going on.
That's gonna be fun.
Okay, so no plugs for you right now? or-
No, my YouTube channel has been kind of not going on because I've been doing other shit and I need to get back into it since summertime's coming up.
Yes.
That will get going again. I still have other stuff planned for that. There's a lot more planned for that.
Yes.
I'll get that going. No new videos on that one yet though.
Yes.
If you're local up in the area up here, which I don't know who the hell we got, but there's more protests planned for June. If you guys want to go to those,
Whoa.
Doug, I gotta get my sign back from you.
Protesting what?
Just general protesting on the state of the country. This is the 50501 protests against Trump. The No Kings protests.
And where is this going to be at?
They're all over.
Oh,
They're all
okay.
over. We're trying to get some local ones done instead of Grand Forks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's stuff there, and it's literally all over. There's a lot of that stuff going on. If you guys want to learn to shoot, I've been teaching a lot of people, arming the gays.
More like I gotta practice.
We literally can go right now, if you want. But
Yeah,
Kinda cold,
I do need to get a firearm. That's my thing. Because I looked at the local ranges and all of them don't have like really rentals. It's more of bring your own.
yeah, I just let me know. I got plenty you can borrow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of that is just arm the gays, fucking gays. I'll arm you. And protests coming up. I'll get my YouTube shit going back again. I'll get some more videos updated on that.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. It's gonna be a fun summer. Maybe. I don't even know.
It'll be an interesting one.
It'll
for
be an
sure.
interesting summer. This summer's gonna be so goddamn busy.
It's
I got
the
kids going to
summer
summer
of
camp. And,
love.
I don't know. There's a lot going on this summer.
What about you, Chuck? You got anything going on? Chuck Bailey.
I don't know if I had the physical copies of the Shadow Legacy book last episode or not. But
No, I
wait.
don't think we talked about that.
yeah, well, whatever. I got them. There's some kind of thing. Amazon also had an update, and everyone I saw a bunch of people were shitting about it. Basically, I may have to increase the price on it, but I already had to because they were already fucking ridiculous to print or whatever.
That sucks.
Yeah, well, I mean, paperbacks are fucking expensive to print in general.
I suppose if you're not doing a huge ass run of them.
Yeah, it's like, well, what is it? I think it's like, because I do it through Amazon also, so not through like, there's another, I forget what it's called, but like, I'm pretty sure they're all going to be expensive though, because like, inflation hit, in
Yeah.
2022 and has never, never quite came down from there, so people need their way to make money and shit. But that's like $5, I think, to print or whatever, and then there's shipping and all that. So it's like, yeah, so my book's like $15 or something like that.
That's
Well,
not
it's-
terrible.
Yeah, well, it just sucks where it's like, yeah, why should I give you a fucking chance when, there's still all these old mass market paperbacks from fucking way back in the day,
Yeah.
They're like, if it was, I get it, because, like, if you go to Barnes & Nobles, there's all those super new paperbacks and those super new, like, hardback books that are, like, $30 and up. But, yeah, I don't know, man. It's expensive to live.
Yeah, it is.
I still haven't done that YouTube thing yet. I mean, it's probably because every time I've had money to do something, I've been trying to pay off debt because of the wedding. So the wedding's over. I get to finally, like, catch up on all that. Then I'll continue the Weird Worlds thing. I actually might kind of do a reboot with that. I gotta find a way to do, like, the visual stuff. I've talked about that in multiple episodes, from finding a visual thing.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, the next episode was going to be, like, vampire thing. So if you guys like vampires, keep a look out for that. And then I feel like there's one more thing. I don't know. I'm playing ESO. You won't find me. I'll find you. All right. What about you, Doug?
I myself don't really have anything going on. I did say I wanted to try and do some YouTube stuff, but, as usual, just haven't. So, how about you, Alex? You got anything going on?
I'm probably going to announce it on the next episode, but I'm doing something pretty fun, competition with a buddy, and I'm going to crush his ass.
Nice.
So,
Gay.
next episode, I'm going to let y'all in on it, but I might be looking a little studly in a few more months, who knows?
You're not helping the gay case.
I'm not trying to argue with you, man. The more people try to fight it, the worse it looks, so I'm not even going to give you the time of day. But, no, I think that's all I got going on. So I'm excited to whip that one out for you.
Giggity.
We talked about wieners earlier.
Penises.
And just to get her in,
Bum, 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 what? Bum, dum, 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 what? That'll get Quinn in here.
I was just about to say you might have summoned her.
Hey, is anyone linking her on anything? That's the only way we're going to do it. Is people got to start linking her. Doug, that's on you.
No, I'm actually I'm afraid she'll think we're like stalkers at this point.
At this point, yeah.
I mean, I think we need to have a following first before we even really reach out. But
That's how we get the following.
Yeah, so follow
True.
us.
True. Anyways.
These intros and outros are always the worst.